The following review is going to be on the new Legacy Core Class figure, Iguanus. Stay tuned. Rodimusbill here, and today we're going to take a look at our first Transformers Legacy Core Class figure. We have Iguanus. Now first we'll take a look at the package. It is the new Transformers Legacy logo. It is Iguanus from Hasbro, Transformers Generations Karatomi. There he is in his motorcycle mode. And over here you have Core Class. There is Iguanus in his robot mode. There is the new Legacy artwork. The UPC is on the back. And it is Iguanus robot to motorcycle in 15 steps. Now we take this guy out of the package. I already opened before. We're going to take a look at the instructions. Okay, so it's Transformers Legacy. Now, when he first comes out of the package, you can put his weapon in his arm, and basically that's it. And then it tells you how to transform him. And then here, if you get Hot Rod, Iguanus, and Skywarp, all three weapons become one weapon. And here's a QR code. Now, what we're going to do is show you what the QR code is. All right, I'm going to scan it with my tablet. And, okay. We'll open, and let's see what this is. Okay, open. All right, and now we're gonna, let's see, open it up. And there is Iguanus. There you go. Iguanus in his robot mode, and it says Iguanus Decepticons, Alt Mode, Motorbike, Function Terror Trooper, Special Unit Pretender, Origin Universe G1, Signature Weapons a Hurricane Air Blaster, and you have the Strength 8 out of 10, I guess Intelligence 6 out of 10, Speed would be 4 out of 10, and Firepower 7 out of 10, and that's it. So this is the cool QR code which you get. And then we'll take a look at his weapon. Now this is the middle piece of the weapon. There, Iguanus. So when it goes, let's see, up like that when you form the big weapon. And it is red gold with a 5mm port and a 3mm port. And then now we'll take a look at Iguanus. And he's a pretty cool figure. Now originally he was a Pretender. And when you take the Pretender shell off, the small robot inside did form a motorcycle. So that is why he transforms into a motorcycle. And we'll take a look at his face. He's got a cool reptilian face. He's got the green eyes, the purple face. You got gold and red. I like the detail. And you got red here, purple, silver, like a belt. I mean, very, very detailed. Gold knees. You go down here, more detailing. The arms are pink, and then you got black with spikes. Very cool. And then you turn him around. He's got his little tail, which makes the motorcycle seat. He's got some 5mm ports there. And, whoops. And his backpack is just the front of the bike, and you see the wheels. And he's pretty cool. Now, for articulation, let's see, his head moves side to side. Now, when I first got it, his head did pop in half. So, hopefully that is fixed. His arm, well, if you move the thing, it does a 360. It goes out that far. You've got 90 degree at the elbow, rotation at the elbow. He's got 360 degree waist for transformation. Other arm, again, bend at the elbow. Now his feet, that high of a kick front, that high back. He can do almost that far. He's got 90 degrees at the knee, rotation at the knee, and the foot, ankle tiltage, and this is 360 degrees rotation. Most of that is for transformation. So it's pretty cool. And He's got the 3mm port you can put in his fingers, which I'm so afraid of breaking these. There you go. And he is all weaponed up. Or if you don't want him holding his weapon, there's that peg right there. You can just keep his weapon on his back. And he's got storage right there. So that is Iguanus. Like I said, his weapon combined with Hot Rod and Skywarps forms that one big weapon. Okay, now let's do some robot to robot comparisons. Now this is where I'm going to get a little crazy on. Okay, now for our first comparison, we're going to bring in Hot Rod with his sword and Skywarp with his weapon. So there's all three of the new legacies, and each of these weapons will form one big weapon. And then we're going to bring in Megatron and Starscream. Now these core class figures, for the price point, they are pretty articulated and complex transformations for the most part. Now we've got Soundwave and Vertebrake. Like I see, these are all core class figures. Then we got the Bumblebee movie Shockwave. And we've got Ravage. Again, all at the $9.99 or now $11.99 price point, which ain't too bad. And then we've got Optimus Prime. And then we've got Rat Trap. Now, since this guy is a pretender, we're going to bring in all his pretender buddies. These are from the Power of the Primes, where you open these guys up, and behold, they're Prime Masters. But we'll take a look at these guys another date. So I'm glad they brought some of the pretenders back, and those are those four. Pretty cool looking. And then we've got the two Autobot pretenders, and I forgot Skullgrin. And you don't come to me for everybody else, you come to me for different comparisons. So this is G1 Protectopod Groove. That's actually my G1 original Groove. Next we have Knockout, which was in the Transformers 2007 toy line but never made the movie. And we've got RC Deluxe Legacy RC. Just later on in the motorcycle forms, it's going to be real cool to compare them all. Alright, and that is it for comparisons. Now to transform this guy. Now, first we want to do is take the weapon off. Now, for the most part, these guys are pretty complex. All except Hot Rod, he's the disappointment. But what are you going to do? Alright, first you're going to unclip this. You got two pegs right there, two tabs. And you're going to flip this up till it clicks in, like that. And then you got these two, you got, where are those pegs? And this is gonna, yeah, you got these little tabs right there is gonna fit in here, and that locks that down. So you're gonna come underneath it, and this one you're gonna swing forward, and this you're gonna swing forward, and make that the back like that. Okay, we're gonna pull the arms up. Now what you're going to do is rotate them so the spikes are forward, like that. Now you're going to get these two tabs into the wrists. So you will have to bend them a little forward. Let's see. And then you get one in, and they bend in at the elbow. Let's see, there's one. And then there is the other one. So when that's done, you got them bending in at the elbow and they're tabbed in. So we come back here, and what you want to do is rotate the waist 180 degrees. So this is in the back. And then you want to rotate once at the knee, 180, and you rotate the feet 180 and fold them down. Again, rotate 180, rotate the feet, and then push that down. And then what you got is you got a little tab right there, and they're going to fit in the side of the helicopter. So you bend these 90 degrees, and you're going to get that peg into that slot. And then we'll do the same on the other side. You get that peg into that slot. And then there's hole tabs on the feet. You're just going to get in the motorcycle. And there is Iguanus. And you take his weapon. And like I said, there's a 5mm port right there. And you can just click that in. And now you've got Iguanus. Like I said, these are pretty detailed transformations for the price point and the size of these figures. Now let's take a look at them. You got the clear, it's supposed to be clear, but it's the blue windshield. You got the red detail. You've got the red or pink tire. Let's see, side, he's not that bad. He's got a little hollowness right there. But as you go down the chest, you got the gray as the gas tank of the motorcycle. You got that cool purple seat. You've got the back wheel again. You can see how his legs fold out. The back don't look that bad. He's pretty neat. And he does stand up. You just got to get him. Oops. You just got to be careful. And he will stand up. Come on. There you go. And he does stand up. He rolls pretty good. Both wheels roll. And I like him. He's a very futuristic motorcycle. And I never had the original Pretender. But he did transform into a motorcycle. And so that is what you got. Alright, now we're going to compare him with some other motorcycles. So for our Core Class comparisons, we're going to bring in Core Class Megatron. Oh, why'd I do that? Here we go. And Core Class Starscream. So that's a little of the Core Class. And then we're going to bring in our Shockwave and our Soundwave and our Hot Rod. So now we got some, these are all the Core Class figures. And we've got some Optimus Prime. And we've got a Vertebrake. But now I'm sure you've seen all the comparisons with these guys. So now I'm going to show you comparisons with the original Groove, Protectobot, Knockout from the first Transformers movie that was never shown, and we've got RC. So we've got our Legion and small size motorcycles. We got Iguanus, Groove, Knockout, and RC. I didn't bring Wreck-Ar in because he's a big guy. So those are the motorcycle Transformers. And that is it for vehicles. Now, before I transform back, I just want to say a few things about my channel. I appreciate you sticking this far with me. And I always start as they are packaged. If they're packaged in robot mode, that is how I will start it. It just makes sense because sometimes when you get these figures and you take them out of the package, most reviewers do vehicle to robot, and they are a lot different when you go from one to the other and vice versa. So, and I always transform them both ways. So, to transform them back, let's see, we'll just start from the back. We'll just unplug the feet. No biggie. Stretch out the leg. Oh, untab it from the seat. Rotate these again 180. Rotate the feet 180. Do the other side. Rotate at the knee 180. Rotate the foot 180. And then we rotate the waist. And so now we're halfway done. Unpeg from the front wheel. Unpeg this. Move the arms away. Now this one will slide to the right. And this one you just twist a little up. And that slides in. They don't tab in anywhere. They just fold in like that. Pull the arms down. And then you got to rotate at the elbow. So the elbow faces up and the hands face out. No big deal. And then this will fold back. And then you got these two tabs right here. We'll tab into there. And now Iguanus is back to his robot mode. And he's pretty cool. I really do like him. They did a good job on him. Wish they'd, I think they are bringing out more of the Pretenders in this form. They're just doing away with the shell. And here's his gun. And you know what? I was gonna save this for the Skywarp video, but I'll show you the 3 weapons now. Now there is a problem with the weapons. All right, there's what it tells you: Hot Rod, Iguanus, and Skywarp. So you put the Hot Rod sword in here, so that fits in pretty good. Now this is the problem. You want this so this is the peg for the figure. If you do this, it don't fit. You have to do this at an angle, and then this doesn't fit. So it's kind of awkward, but there's no other way to do it. And let's see, and if you do it the other way, it's not going to work. So now other people, what I've seen, I put a help out there on YouTube, and what they've done is they have shaved this peg down a few notches, so when you just put it in there, it slides comfy in there. But I haven't done that yet, so we're just going to put Iguanus is going to hold the super weapon, and there it is with the big weapon. Alright, and that is Iguanus Core Class figure as part of the Legacy line with all the weapons transformed together. Yeah, and one of these days I might just take a little chisel or a little sand thing and sand that down, but I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, so if you like this review, give me a thumbs up. If there's a link below to buy this figure, probably from Big Bad Toy Store or Amazon or any other affiliate, please be glad and do that. That helps me a lot. I get some credit so I can keep buying these figures. They are not cheap, especially with the raising prices. Like, subscribe to my channel. I've got over 900 videos, so go back to my old channel or those old videos and watch them. That helps me too with the viewer hours. And as always, stay tuned for I think Skywarp is going to be our next video. And welcome to the Legacy line of figures. Iguanus out. And welcome back to the special bonus edition. Now, here is all the Core Class figures with their weapons. So, I thought I'd show you, we're going to bring in some blast effects. First, we'll do Hot Rod. Is the sword blast effect compatible? Yes, it is. Iguanus. Is this compatible? And Iguanus is compatible with the blast effects. And now we've got Skywarp. This one's a little trickier. Here, we'll do this. So, all 3 guys are blast effect compatible. I didn't show you that, which is pretty cool. And once we combine them, let's see what we can do with the blast effects. This is a little bonus, so if you stick around to the final end of it, alright, you got to see this, so lucky you. So we got the sword, let's see, goes right there. This goes here. So we can do this at the end. We can do this on the side. We could bring in, oh, that's a 5mm port. What can we do with the 5mm port? Not much. So, let's see. We'll bring in Hot Rod. There. And now it is blast effect compatible. So, thought I'd show you a little bonus track. So, alright. Can't wait for more Legacy figures to come out. So, Rodimusbill out. Thanks for sticking around.